In this video, we will learn how to factor polynomials. Let's first start with linear polynomials. So let's start with this example, 2x plus 4. To solve this question, I have to find the greatest common factor. So what I have to do is to write each term in separate line and try to break down these two numbers or variables, whatever we have here. So 2x is basically 2 times x. 4 is basically 2 times 2. So from here we can say 2 is the greatest common factor because it is available or exists in these two lines. So the greatest common factor in this case will be 2. Now whatever variables or numbers here, I have just simply to write them between the parentheses. Now here I have to write x, the other term will be plus 2. Let us take one more example, 3x plus 9. How we can factor it? As we said, I have to write each term in separate line and start breaking down these numbers. So 3 is basically 3 times x and 9 is basically 3 times 3. So from here we can say that 3 is the greatest common factor. So the answer will be 3. Now I have to open parentheses and write all other remaining numbers and terms. So I have x plus 3. Now what about this question? 5x minus 10. How we can solve it? Again, I have to do the same step. 5x and negative 10. Notice here we have a negative sign, so I have to keep the negative sign here as well. Don't forget that. So now 5x is basically 5 times x. Negative 10 is basically 5 times negative 2. Maybe now one of you guys will think why we did not put negative 5 times 2. I prefer always to have the same sign for the greatest common factor. So it would be much easier for us. Yeah? So from here we can say that the greatest common factor is 5. Now all of these remaining numbers and terms, I will just put them between the parentheses. So we will have x minus 2. Now it's your turn. Try to solve this. 14 minus 7x. As we agreed, I will have to write these two numbers in separate lines and start breaking them. 14 is basically 7 times 2. Negative 7x is basically 7 times negative x. So from here we can say that 7 is the greatest common factor. So 7, now I have to write these between the parentheses. 2 minus x. What about this question? 4x plus 12. So first we will have to start with 4x, then 12. 4x is basically 2 times 2 times x, because 4 can be break down into 2 times 2, right? Now let us jump to 12. 12 is basically 6 times 2. But before choosing 2 as the greatest common factor, pay attention guys. 6 can be broken down also to 3 times 2, right? So now in this case, we have 2 as the greatest common factor and also this 2 as the greatest common factor. So now we have 2 here and this 2. Now 2 times 2 is 4. So now we can conclude that 4 is the greatest common factor. And whatever left here, up and down, we have to put it between the parentheses. Up we have x left. Let me just circle it for you guys. So we have x left and down we have a 3. So we have x plus 3. Let us now check our answer. I will have to multiply 4 with these two terms. So 4 times x is 4x and 4 times 3 is positive 12. As you can see here we have 4x plus 12 and this equals to the 4x plus 12 which was already mentioned in the question. Now it's your turn. Try to solve this question. 4x minus 20. So I will have to write 4x and minus 20. 8x is basically 2 times 2 times 2 times x. Negative 20 is basically 2 times 2 times 5. Yeah, and that's it. Because negative 20 is 4 times 5 and the 4 can be broken down into 2 times 2, right? So That's why we have two 2's here. Now, from here we can conclude that the greatest common factor can be 2 and 2. So we will have 2 here and 2 here. 2 times 2 is 4. So the greatest common factor is 4. Now I have to open a parenthesis, and whatever left up and down, I have to write it between the parentheses. Up we have 2x, and down we have negative sign with 5. So we have 2x minus 5. Now let us check our answer. I will have to multiply 4 with these two terms. 4 times 2x equal 8x. 4 times negative 5 equal negative 20. So this equals to this. What about this question? Negative 5x plus 20. Before solving this question, let me rewrite it as negative 5x minus negative 20. Why? Because whenever we multiply two negatives, we will get positive. Now I will have to break down these two numbers. So we have negative 5x and we have negative 20. Now negative 5x can be broken down to simply negative 5 times x, and negative 20 is simply negative 5 times 4, and that's it. From here we can say that the negative 5 is the greatest common factor because it is available or exists up and down. So from here we will come to know that negative 5 is the greatest common factor, and whatever left up and down we have to write it between the parentheses. So it will be negative 5, and here we have x minus 4. And just to make things clear, this negative sign is this negative sign, and the negative 20 is this negative 20. So don't mix these signs up. Try this one and then check your answer. 12x plus 18. So let us start with 12x, then we will jump to 18. 12 is basically 2 times 6. So we have 2 times 6. Now instead of writing 6, I will write it as 2 times 3, because 2 times 3 is 6, and 6 times 2 is 12. And of course we should not forget times x. 18 is 3 times 6. So we have 3 times 6. Now instead of writing 6, I will write it as 3 times 2, and that's it. From here we can notice that we have 2 as the greatest common factor, and we have 3 as well, greatest common factor. So we have 2 and 3. 3 times 2 is 6. So from here we can conclude that 6 is the greatest common factor, and whatever left here up and down will be written between the parentheses. So we have 2x plus 3, and this is the final answer.